is OP because generally speaking, as long as you've got 3 health, you can survive drawing another card from your deck. Generally speaking.
Generally.
Well, if you're down to that messy of a thing, you got to pray that whatever the heck you're up against just doesn't have like an instant spell that can kill you or something like that, or a charge or something.
Or as a mage.
Yeah, at that point in time, it's one of those I'm grasping at straws. I am going to sacrifice 2 of my health for a card and pray it gives me the answer to the situation that we are currently in. But yes.
I hope to draw Hellfire.
Doesn't always work. Right, so Warlocks. As we know, they give you a serious boon to being able to drill through your deck pretty darn quickly. That's just their power, as I've just said repeatedly, because it's that cool. Do you feel that this is a balanced ability compared to the ones we've discussed, like the always present Paladin? Would you say then that the real gimmick behind the Warlock is actually the fact that you learn sacrifice 1 advantage for another?
Yeah, as I said, the gimmick behind the Warlock is very much, being able to mediate those disadvantages that come with incredibly powerful cards.
Well, considering this is a starter deck, I'm going to hit you.
Okay. Yeah, I will let you hit me.
It's a starter deck, so...
But, yeah, at the end of the day, it's about learning how to use all the cards at your disposal properly, and that includes not just the cards you can play, but how the cards you play affect the cards you have in your hand.
Correct.
So stuff, as I said, stuff like the Succubus, it's about knowing when you can play it and safely discard any card in your hand, when you can play it and risk discarding those cards that could otherwise help you, and when you shouldn't play it, even though you can, because it's going to discard something that you're going to need later and down the line.
Right. And of course, none of these actual sacrifices would make any sense if you didn't understand the power of having board advantage or deck advantage or card advantage or parity or any of the things that we've actually discussed. It's interesting to me personally because the Warlock, that hero ability, you're damaging yourself. It just seems so crazy to me. Crazy cool. So basically, we think there's a reason why the decks are set up the way they are to start, but in reality, we do feel that they kind of give the wrong idea.
Yeah, I think, just looking at it, maybe chucking some slightly higher, not high-level cards, but high-level thinking cards that you have to think about to be able to use properly, would have been good. Just, just 1 or 2.
Right.
Something that, even if you're a brand new player that has absolutely no idea what's going on, even something like a Felguard in the Warlock deck, destroy your mana crystal but get a huge dude for 3 mana. It's amazing still for you. If you're a brand new player, you're still going to play that because you look at it and go, 3 mana, boosh, play this on the board. But if you're sort of getting to that little bit of an intermediate stage, you look at it and go, well, I could play it now. Or I could wait till losing the mana isn't going to hurt me as much. And, just that sort of little stuff that goes into thinking.
Right.
It's progressing them just a little bit more.
Oh, yes. We'll be tackling Warrior next week, so if you have Warrior decks, do send them in. I will be very curious to know what other people come up with. I'll tell you what, looking at the cards and what I know about the Warrior, you literally can play a quote-unquote protection warrior where you are doing control-based things, or you could play a DPS warrior where you are basically an aggro deck, and I find that fascinating.
Yeah, the themes to it are pretty good. We'll discuss that next week.
Most definitely.
What about our challenge?
Our challenge is to send us a deck to review. Makes a difference what deck.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. Send us one, or send us a question you want us to answer about any of the decks, or about the classes, or your opinion, or our opinion, or anything. It's literally just get in touch. Let us know that you love us.
And how do they achieve this, Miss Pseudo?
They can do this by following the instructions that I'm going to tell them now. That's right. If you want to get a deck to us, please do so by taking your deck, building it at hearthhead.com, and sending us the link at voice@MMOBuff.TV. Marsh and I want to rip apart everything, teach, and do other things, like pick on each other, play games, and of course, hopefully instruct you. If you want to watch the full episode, please do so by clicking on that big old box up there with our move-in heads and funny pictures and other stuff like that. And also, please remember, if you like this quick bite, share it, like it, leave us a comment below, and of course, subscribe. Speak with you soon.